Today I will be sharing the top 5.5 best stocks to buy and hold forever. The reason why it is 5.5 is because the last one on my list is actually not a stock. However, this is my all-time favorite investment. So stay tuned and find out what it is. Often we as investors will find so many amazing companies out there, but it becomes tough to narrow this list down to a few companies that you actually want to invest in. That is exactly how I felt when I started investing. And although I would love to tell you that the best companies to invest in are companies like Apple, Microsoft and Amazon, then that would be way too easy for me. So I've gone across several different sectors and I've found the best companies within each sector. And of course, then will these sectors continue to dominate for the long term? And that is exactly the point of this video, which is finding stocks that you don't have to worry about, but that just continues making you money over the long term. In addition, then I also decided to pick these companies in these different sectors because you as an investor want to make sure that your investment portfolio is very well diversified. In that way, you're not relying on a single sector anymore. And that allows you to take a more passive approach to investing, where you don't have to check your portfolio all the time, even though you will probably end up doing so anyways. If you do enjoy today's video, then be sure to smash the like button below and subscribe to my channel for more weekly content. So with that being said, then let's start talking about my top 5.5 stocks to buy and hold forever. So the first stock on my list is within the telecommunications sector, and that is the American Telephone and Telegraph Company, also known as AT&T. AT&T is the largest communication company in the United States, and they have a total market value of $135 billion. And the company was founded back in 1983. The company is operating within several different segments of the telecommunication market, those being mobility for wireless devices, entertainment for TV, video, internet and so on for residential customers, and finally then providing IP services to their business customers. The company is very well diversified within their sector. But the best part about AT&T is that they have a recurring revenue business model. And that means that the customers are paying a flat monthly fee for AT&T's services. I will get into why that is super important for this company later on. But for now, then let's talk about the performance of AT&T. So from the company's all-time stock chart, then we do find a very solid record of returns and high growth. However, one of the main reasons as to why I think AT&T should be on my list is actually not due to their growth, but more so due to their extremely high and very consistent dividend payments. Their current dividend yield is at 5.82%, which is far above what most other dividend paying companies are paying. They have a very strong track record of growth in their dividend payments. And even with everything that is going on in the world right now, then is this company still paying extremely good dividends to their shareholders. And one of the main reasons as to why this company is able to pay out that high dividend payments is because of their recurring revenue business model. This business model is making sure that they get a very solid amount of cash flow every single month. And that makes AT&T a very, very good investment for any stock portfolio. Coming in at number 2 of stocks to buy and hold forever is JPMorgan. JPMorgan is the largest bank in the United States and the largest bank in the world when measured on market capitalization. The bank has a focus on personal and commercial banking by providing loans to their customers. The market cap of JPMorgan is $413 billion, and the company was officially founded back in 1983. When looking at their past performance, well, then we do see that this bank has given investors a really good rate of return. And even though they did drop by roughly 60% during the Great Recession, then they recovered immediately and never looked back. Along with the high growth in the stock, well, then you also get a really good dividend payment of roughly 3%. Overall, I think that JPMorgan is a great investment. It does provide exposure to the financial sector, and on top of that, it also provides great dividend payments. Coming in at number 3 on my list of stocks to buy and hold forever is CostCo. I would find it very hard to believe if you haven't heard of CostCo before, because they're simply amazing and they are all over the world. To give them a brief introduction, then are they operating membership-based warehouses all around the globe, selling consumer products at extremely good prices. Just to give you an idea about the size here, then in 2023, CostCo operates 848 different warehouses and has more than 200,000 employees. But what is giving CostCo their competitive advantage compared to other companies in this sector is their extremely low prices along with their limited supply of products, which results in a very high inventory turnover rate. Along with being a retail company, then should CostCo also be considered a real estate company, as they do own 80% of the warehouses that they operate. When taking a look at CostCo's past performance, it is very evident that they have done very well. And along with the high capital gains, then it should also be noted that CostCo is also paying dividends. And they have a current dividend yield of 0.72%. Despite their low yield, then they have been very consistent in their dividends, and they have increased their dividend yield over the last decade. The fourth stock on my list of companies to buy and hold forever is Johnson & Johnson. Johnson & Johnson is the world's largest manufacturing and selling consumer health products and medical devices. The company has a market value of $423 billion and was founded all the way back in 1986. I really love this company because they are so well diversified across their sector, with so many different brands and products that you can possibly think of, including Listerine, Benadryl, Tylenol, and so on. When looking at their past performance, it is very clear that this company has done very well. However, over the last couple of years, their stock price has flattened out a little bit. Johnson & Johnson is a so-called dividend aristocrat, and that is a company that has not only paid dividends, but also has increased their dividend yield for the last 25 years in a row. Just think about everything that has been going on for the last 25 years, and then having a company that has not only paid dividends, but also has increased their dividend payments every single year. Their current dividend yield is at 2.79%. Johnson & Johnson is a really solid company that has been delivering industry-breaking results for the last 100 years, and they will most likely continue doing so. So in my opinion, Johnson & Johnson is a really good investment. So the fifth stock on my list is Alphabet. This is a company that probably doesn't even need an introduction, as we all know it is the king of advertisement and technology all across the globe. The company's sale consists primarily of advertising revenue, which accounts for roughly 85% of their total revenue. They both have advertisement when people are searching on Google, but also when people are using many of their other websites, such as YouTube for example, where they basically just place ads and earn money by doing so. On top of the revenue from advertisement, then does Google also own Android, and they also earn a ton of money from people buying phones, people buying apps, and so on. And on top of that, then does Alphabet also spend a ton of money on improving their already industry-breaking technologies. They're right now spending billions and billions of dollars on improving their AI systems and making sure that they are the top company for the years to come. When looking at their past performance, it is very clear that they have been delivering really good results, and they have provided investors with a really good return. The one outstanding feature about Alphabet is that they have been able to increase their revenue by roughly 20% per year. And for a company of that size, then that is very, very impressive. I don't even think I need to justify why Alphabet belongs on this list. If you don't have shares in Alphabet, then I would highly recommend you to go look further into the company. And now for my last and for my personal favorite investment. As I mentioned in the beginning of the video, then this is not really a stock, and that is because my all-time favorite investment is the S&P 500 index. The VOO, the S&P 500, is basically an index that includes the 500 largest companies in the US based on market cap. And when you're buying a share in the S&P 500 index, then you're basically getting a very small fraction of all the companies that is included in this index. If you were to go out there and buy one share in each of the companies that are on the S&P 500 index, then you would end up spending more than $90,000. However, when you're buying an index, you do for a few $100s get exposure to all of these different companies. And all of the companies that I've been mentioning in today's video are actually to be found within the S&P 500 index as well. When looking at the past performance of the S&P 500 index, then it is very clear that this index is performing very, very well. It has for the last 40 years provided investors with an average yearly return of roughly 10%, and that is very, very impressive. So this is my number one investment to buy and hold forever, and that is not only due to the great diversification benefits, but also due to the extremely high capital gains. And if you don't already own this index, then I would highly recommend you to go look further into it. And that was all I had for you guys today. If you did stick around to this point, then please let me know what you thought about my stock picks in the comment section below. Anyways, thank you so much for watching my video, and if you liked the video, then don't forget to smash the like button below and subscribe to my channel for more weekly content. See you in the next one.